stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, Colony Titans. Welcome to Titan Media. I'm your anchor, Mercedes Lopez.
And I'm Devin Haslett. Let's get started.
Attention seniors, your grad night tickets are still on sale for $90 at the student store. Grad night will be May 22nd, and the last day to buy your ticket is April 1st, so don't delay.
All down payments for AP testing are due March 13th. They're available for purchase every day at your lunch.
It's starting to get cold outside, Titans. The student store has hats and beanies on sale now. The pom-pom beanies will be available soon, but they will go fast, so don't delay your purchase.
Attention girls, are you in need of a prom dress and shoes? If so, Chaffee District's Cinderella Dream prom dress giveaway is going on now. If you would like to participate, please fill out your application and send it to Lisa Revel in the guidance office. The event is held on March 8th.
Have you ever wanted to be an author? Well, you're in luck because the library is hosting a short story contest entitled It's All Right. The winners of the contest will be published in a magazine called Fresh Ink, published by California Writers Club. The last day of submission is February 28th. For more information, go see the librarian in the library. If you've ever wanted to be a DJ, come to the open session called Freestyle Fridays, hosted by DJ Mel on the library, Friday, February 28th. All dancers are welcome. Open dance floor, open turntables, open mind. For more information, go to the library.
And here's College of the Week with UCSD. This week's college spot is about the University of San Diego. The University of San Diego, also referred to as USD, is a medium-sized four-year private university that has a total undergraduate population of 5,665 students. The University of San Diego pursues academic excellence in its teaching, learning, and research to serve the local, national, and international communities. USD also works to uphold the academic integrity necessary to uphold the highest standards of intellectual inquiry and academic freedom, and is committed to creating a welcoming, inclusive, and collaborative community by encouraging a spirit of freedom and charity. The University of San Diego values students, faculty, and staff from different backgrounds and faith traditions and is committed to creating an atmosphere of trust, safety, and respect in a community characterized by a rich diversity of people and ideas. USD's most popular major is business marketing. For more information about the University of San Diego, visit www.sandiego.edu.
And here's sports with Chris Smith.
Good morning, Colony Titans. Welcome back to Titan Sports Center. I am Chris Smith, and look, hands free. I finally got a desk. I don't have to stand up. So besides that, we have a lot of sports to go over, so let's get started. So let's start off with soccer. Our girls' soccer team played Downey last Friday, and at the end of regulation, the score was 0-0, which took them into penalty kicks. Unfortunately, we lost 5-4, but you guys had an amazing season, and you guys will have a better season next year. Now moving on to girls basketball. On Saturday, our girls basketball played against Rio Mesa. It was a very good game, I have to say myself. It was very intense. It was a battle to the end, but sadly our girls came up 3 points shy, 38-41. I'm sorry your season had to come to an end, but you guys did great in league and everything. And you guys had an amazing season, and you guys will have a great season next year. So now let's move on to our winning teams. Now let's move on to wrestling. Our Titan wrestlers competed in the CIF Championship over the past weekend at Citrus Valley High School. Our competitors were Raymond Thompson, Raymond Casillas, and Gabriel Chavez. This will advance them to the Master Championship, which will be held this Friday in the Citizens Bank Arena. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our boys basketball played Hemi in the second round of CIF. The final score of the game was 79-50. So I'm just going to run it down quickly for you what happened. For the first quarter, it was a very rocky start as our Titans struggled against Hemet's defense. But there was no worry about that because in the second quarter, we came back. Slowly but surely, after the half, our boys started to take the lead, making the lead more and more and more and more and more, and I don't even know how many times I have to say this, but more, as the final score of the game, as you know, was 79-50. Our boys won by 29 points. And this will advance them to the quarterfinals of CIF.
Where are you guys going to be Friday night?
The basketball game!
I'm at the basketball games, Point Colony. Whoop whoop.
Jasmine, I know where you're going to be at already.
Of course, the basketball game like always.
Supporting the CT boys while they go up against Oak Hills on Friday at the Thunderdome.
Did you tell him to say that? No, I didn't. It's going to be Friday.
Basketball game.
Coach, where are you going to be at?
Where am I going to be?
Yeah.
At the sideline, turning red.
Where are you going to be at Friday night?
I'm going to be at the game, you know, supporting the dudes' basketball team, you know, turning up.
Where are you going to be at Friday night?
The basketball game, obviously.
We haven't done this in a while on Time Media, but here's Hey Genius. But instead of listening to an old man say Hey Genius about 8,000 times, to the point where you want to just chop off your ears, here's a younger version of him, Mr. Luke DeFabius.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now.
Hey Genius, guess what this is? This is a basketball, Genius. And guess what? Colony has a team that puts this in a basketball hoop. Yes, Genius, it's called a basketball team. And our basketball team is actually pretty good this year. Yeah, and we just won Tuesday night. You know what that means? Tomorrow night, we're going to have another home game. It's the quarterfinals. Where are you going to be? Are you going to be in the Thunderdome? Or are you going to be at home watching SpongeBob? You got nothing better to do, Genius. Come out to and support the game. You already know the football team's going to be here, so you should be here too and have your Titan spirit. And guess what, Genius? It's going to be a red out. You know what the color red is? This is the color red. That's what color you need to wear. You know why? Because Titans are red, and you need to wear red. Be there or be square, Genius. The Fabius, out.
Well, that is all I have for you, Calling Titans. I am Chris Smith, signing off for Titan Sports Center. I will see you guys next week.
And let's take a look at Faculty Undercover with Chris Sawyer.
Good morning, Titans. This is Briz Boyer, and this is Faculty Undercover. Good morning, Miss Thornhill. How are you today?
Hi, Chris. Good. How are you?
Great. All right, let's see. So, Miss Thornhill, I heard this is going to be your last year.
Very true.
Do you have any words to say to the seniors who was there last year also?
Yes. I, too, am a senior, and I get to walk with you. So, what I want you all to know is that your life is just beginning, and you have the opportunity to make good choices. I hope you listen to your heart, and I hope you follow your dreams, and I hope everything comes true for you. But it takes a lot of hard work, and don't ever give up.
What do you like to do in your spare time on the weekends?
Well, we just bought a little camper, and Bill and I are going to hit the highway, and we're going to go see America. Bill's a history teacher, and I'm a history buff, and we're going to go look at all the wonderful things across America.
Sum up your life in one sentence.
Okay. So life, everybody's life, are hills and valleys, hills and valleys. Hopefully, if you work hard, you overcome those valleys and you're able to remain on top of the hill. I've been blessed, and I think God has been good to me and to my family, and I hope that the same thing happens to you. Just remember, never give up. Keep going.
Thank you, Miss Thornhill.
Thank you, Chris. I love you guys.
I love you too, Miss Thornhill.
And here's a new segment called Student Survival, where teachers give students advice on how to have successful high school years.
All right, guys, I'm here with Miss Alfaro, and I'm going to ask her a question for student survival. So since this is the first one, I'm going to keep it simple in general. What advice would you give to students that you wish somebody gave to you in high school?
I would say enjoy the journey of life, because many times we wait, to have fun. I'm going to have fun after high school because I'm going to be an adult. I'll have fun after college because then I'm going to start working and I'll have money. And you're always postponing the fun of life. So enjoy the journey, whatever it is that you're doing.
And now Jake Townsend with his Townsend Report.
You're good. You're good. You hear it? Yeah.
Good morning, Colony Titans. Good morrow, good morning. It is the Townsend Report time with myself, Jake Townsend, hosting this beautiful Brando show where I talk about everything that's going around in the news, pop culture, and Colony High. So why don't we get rolling with this ball so we can get to the end of the show? First, I'd like to open this up with a little bit of a new segment we like to call Colony Changes, where the students give us a little input of what they think, basically, the changes of the school. What they would want to see change in Colony. Pretty self-explanatory.
What's up, guys? I am Jake Townsend here with Joshua Guzman. Joshua, what was the biggest change you'd like to see here at Colony High?
Just overall school spirit would be better.
I like that. A lot of better school spirit. Right, guys? Yeah! Better school spirit. I like that answer. I am still in this classroom with Nikki Koopa. So, Nikki, what would be the biggest change you'd like to see here at Colony High? I am here with Ryan DeLuna. Ryan DeLuna, what's the biggest change you'd like to see at Colony?
I don't know.
That's not a change.
I don't know.
I think I'd like a change of answer. What would it like to be the biggest change you'd want to see?
At Colony? The smell? The smell, it stinks.
Get rid of those stupid bushes. When you cut them, they smell. Seriously.
Yeah.
And the cows.
And the cows, too. Yeah.
Alright, power to the people. Get rid of the cows and the plants.
Now I'm going to open it up with a little bit lighter news because it's getting a little dark at the end with the Ukraine. So let's open up on Florida Man. Here we go. You guys ready? I love Florida Man. Ha ha, did you get that pun? Alright, number 1. Drunk Florida man tries to use a taco as ID after he accidentally set his car on fire. Welcome to Florida. Number 2. A man threw hot sauce on his girlfriend's puppy while it was having a seizure. Welcome to Florida, people. And last but not least, Florida man shoots himself right after a gun safety class. Only in Florida, people. Welcome to Florida. Last but not least is a Ukraine protest. I'm going to read off the sheet here because it is a little bit tricky. Ukraine protests have escalated. After the bloodshed in the streets of Kyiv last week, the deadliest violence the Ukraine has suffered since its independence 22 years ago, an arrest warrant has been issued to President Yanukovych over the killing of his own citizens. Now, there was a firefight. The battery's blinking. I'm going to wrap this up. There was a firefight. He killed his people. He's on the run. You guys better get him. My name is Jake Townsend with the Townsend Report. I am glad you guys had, at least I hope you had a good time. I will see you all very, very, very soon.
Hello, Colony Titans. I'm your Titan Twitter guy. This is Colony Tweets. Thank you for tuning in to another week of Titan Media, and let's get started. First off, I want to give a shout out to all the sports whose season sadly ended in this past week, would be soccer girls, soccer guys, and basketball girls. Congratulations on a great season, and better luck next year. And my favorite tweet from a couple weeks ago was Fox Sports, who tweeted a picture referring to the U.S. and Canadian hockey game, and it was a billboard that said, "Loser keeps Bieber." Sadly, the U.S. lost, but thank goodness. Pretty sure it was a joke. I don't think we actually have to keep him. Hopefully he goes back to Canada. Next week is a question from Justin Barrero here on campus, and he asked me, "Are you really a cat? And if so, how big?" Well, the answer to your question is yes, and big enough for 2 G's and 2 T's. And our final question comes from Dimitri, who asked me, "Why don't students get the Wi-Fi?" Well, I've been trying to think all week why we should, and I really can't make an argument for it. We honestly don't need it. We're at school to learn, pay attention to our teachers, and get good grades. We can go off to college, whatever. You use your phone and Wi-Fi at home is just no use for it here at school, to be completely honest. Thank you guys for watching Colony Tweets. Don't forget to add me at aka Big Cat with 2 G's and 2 T's, and I'll see you guys next week.
Let's take a look at top songs with Alexis Ramirez.
Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Alexis Ramirez, and I'm going to be doing a new segment called Top Songs. Today's segment is on top songs from the 80s, and I'm going to do the top 5. Starting at number 5 is Whip It by Devo. Whip It is the million-selling gold certified 1980s hit single by the band Devo. It is ranked number 62 on VH1's 100 Greatest Songs of the 80s.
Give the pass a slip.
Top song number 4 is by Aha. It's called Take On Me. Take On Me was recorded in 1984 and took 3 releases to chart in the United Kingdom, reaching number 2 on the UK singles chart in November 1985. In the United States, the song was the only ever Aha song to reach the top position of the Billboard Hot 100. The third top song is one of my favorites. It's by Cher. It's called If I Could Turn Back Time. If I Could Turn Back Time was a very successful song. It was seen as a comeback for Cher. The song charted number 1 in Australia and Norway, and number 3 in the United States. The second top song is Sweet Child of Mine by Guns N' Roses. The lyrics from the song came from a poem Axl Rose was working on. He wrote the song about his girlfriend Erin Everly, who was the daughter of Don Everly of the Everly Brothers. They married in 1990 but divorced a month later. And finally, the number 1 song from the 80s is Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Living on a Prayer is one of the most popular hard rock songs of all time. It was a high point of every Bon Jovi concert and had fans going wild. Alright, Titans, that's all I have for today for top songs. See you next week.
And let's go to Jonathan Deep with his Titan movie review.
Good morning, Titans. This is Jonathan Deep with Titan Movie Review, and this week I'm going to review the Lego Movie. Yes, I know, the Lego Movie. It seems like of all the films that I could have watched over the past 2 weeks, it's the Lego Movie. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something that's very surprising. This movie is probably one of the best films that have come out this year because it is hilarious, it is worth your money. I'm going to tell you why. The story is about a construction worker named Emmett Burkowski, and one day he is mistaken as what people call the Special, and he's taken into this society full of different Lego characters. His job is to stop a villain named Lord Business, who wants to build this secret deadly weapon that will destroy the Lego universe. The whole movie takes off from a direction that is just absolutely hilarious. I can't say that enough about this movie. I know it's hard to believe that a movie about Legos can be this funny, but it really is. The thing that I really appreciated about this movie wasn't just the fact that it was funny, it was just that a lot of effort was really put into it. You see the animation in this film, and something like doing a Lego movie is actually very hard to do, and there are a lot of moments in this film where you're like, wow, I can't believe that this was all done on a computer. You think it might be stop motion, but it really is animated using computers, and they just do a magnificent job creating this whole Lego atmosphere, creating all the characters, how they talk, how they move, and even at times you see the absolute utter ridiculousness of these Legos as they move or they fall apart and they come back together. It's like watching your childhood. It's like when you played with Legos when you were a kid and you pretended that they were moving and they were talking, to actually see it on the screen. That's something that feels so nostalgic and awesome. And you know, if you ever played with Legos as a kid and you watch this movie, then you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The thing that really stands out in this movie as well is the wonderful voice acting. Chris Pratt does a good job as the main character, Emmett. There's a bunch of other famous actors in this movie. Will Ferrell is the voice of the villain. Morgan Freeman and Will Arnett is Batman. You just get a bunch of these different actors voicing a bunch of different Lego characters, and they all do a wonderful job, and they drive this movie as well. So that is my final take on the Lego Movie, and on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give the Lego Movie a 9. And now we're going to do a new thing on the Time Movie Review segment, and it's going to be called Trailer of the Week. This is going to be a weekly thing that's going to be on my segment, and it's when I show you a popular movie trailer that is trending on YouTube or whatever. So let's take a look.
There's nuclear tests in the Pacific. Not tests.
They were trying to kill it. The arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control. And not the other way around.
That is all I have for the Titan movie review this week. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next week. And a quick shout out to this guy named Johnny Bananas. See you guys next week.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's Time Meter. That is all we have for you. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Signing off as your anchors, I'm Mercedes Lopez.
And I'm Devin Haslett. And remember, Kohai, dream big and fly high.
Deadline for the deadline for submission entry is February 28th. Go to the library for the contest. Okay, so yeah, would you ever want to? I'm gonna talk like this. Have you ever wanted to be a writer? Okay.
You use your phone and Wi-Fi at home is just no use for it here at school, to be completely honest. And so everybody hates me now.